So recently we took a trip to Croatia to visit my family, and my older two are great travelers, no problem. My youngest one, however, is 2. And he didn't nap the whole flight, so about 8 or 9 hours into the 11-hour flight, he turned into a nightmare. Were you a nightmare? Were you a little nightmare?
Down.
Yes, go down and go play, okay? You say, okay, Mama.
Okay, Mama.
So, we're stuck on this airplane, and he is so exhausted that he is delirious. He has completely lost it. He is screaming at the top of his lungs. And when I say screaming, I don't mean just screaming like his vocal cord screaming. I mean his entire body was screaming. So I grab him, I'm carrying this crazy child, everyone's staring at us. He's that kid that you never, ever want to be stuck with on an airplane. So I walk to the back, I go in the restroom with him to give people some peace, but you know what? You can only be stuck in a tiny little box that smells like urine for so long, and then you have to get out or you're gonna go nuts. So I leave the restroom, I'm standing in the back of the plane, I am holding him, which by the way, holding a screaming, kicking, punching child who is throwing the worst tantrum of his life is not like holding one child. No. It is like holding 13 screaming toddlers. It is like holding a swarm of bees, okay? And then in the middle of this chaos, I'm trying to calm my child down. I'm singing to him. I am trying to breathe slowly so he doesn't sense my stress. And then this woman starts to approach me. And she comes up to me and she says, did you forget to feed him today? Because he's obviously hungry. No. I didn't think to feed him today. I only feed my children on special occasions. Thank you. And then a few minutes later, and when I say minutes, it felt like days. It felt like weeks of loud, painful, excruciating torture. But a few minutes later, another person approaches me and she says, you need to put him down. He doesn't want to be held. Put him down. We are in an airplane. I should put him down so that he can throw himself down the airplane aisles and get hit by a beverage cart, or cause so much chaos, screaming in other people's faces that we get asked to leave the airplane immediately, which by the way would really suck because we were flying above the Atlantic Ocean in that moment. And speaking of beverages, I could have used one beverage or 3 or 5, but nobody was offering me one. You know what I was being offered? Advice. Brilliant advice. And then a little while later, and by the way, my son has not calmed down at this point. From 0 to 10, he's like at a 9,653. A little while later, another person approaches me and he says, you're doing great. I just wanted you to know that. I know how you feel. I've been there flying with my baby years ago. Hang in there. You're doing great. Ding, 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 ding. You win. You win, sir. You are the winner for compassionate, decent human being with an actual heart. You win. Can we all decide to be that guy? Whether it's in an airplane or grocery store or a post office or a waiting room at the doctor's office, can we be that guy? If we see a child being abused in some way, then yes, we should get involved, loud and clear involved. But if we see a mom who's just struggling with a cranky child, our only involvement should be compassion. That's it. So let's all be that guy. And if you're that guy and you're watching this, if you happen to see this video, thank you. You gave me exactly what I needed in that stressful moment, and I will never forget you. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.